During your summer holidays, you once visited your grandfather, spending your days laughing and playing together. One afternoon, filled with curiosity and dreams, you looked up at him and said, "When I grow up, I want to become a successful person. Can you tell me how to do that?" Your grandfather nodded gently and, without giving a direct answer, took you to a nearby nursery. There, he picked out two small plants and brought them back home. He planted one in a pot and placed it inside the house. The other, he planted outside in the yard. Then he turned to you and asked, "What do you think? Which of these two plants will grow better in the future?" You thought about it for a moment and then replied, "The plant inside the house will grow better because it's safe from dangers like strong sunlight, storms, and animals." Your grandfather smiled, as if he already knew something you didn't, and said, "Let's see what happens." 4 years passed. You came back to visit your grandfather again. The moment you saw him, you reminded him of your old question. "Last time I asked you how to be successful, but you never really answered me. This time, you have to tell me." He smiled warmly and said, "Of course, but first, let's take a look at those plants we planted years ago." He led you to the potted plant that had been growing safely inside. It had grown, yes, but only into a small tree, contained and limited by its pot. Then he took you outside where the other plant had been placed in the open ground. There stood a massive tree, its branches stretching wide, offering shade and comfort to people passing by. Your grandfather looked at you and asked, "Tell me, which plant grew more? Which one do you think is more successful?" You looked at the towering tree and replied, "The one we planted outside. But how is that possible? That plant faced so many dangers, yet it grew so big." Your grandfather's eyes sparkled as he nodded. Yes, the outside plant had to deal with harsh sunlight, strong winds, and even animals. But those challenges made it stronger. Out here, it had the freedom to grow its roots deep and wide. The storms that could have destroyed it actually forced it to become more resilient. That's why it grew into something so powerful and stable. Then came the lesson, one you were meant to remember for life. If you always choose what's comfortable and easy, you'll never grow into your full potential. But if you're willing to face challenges, to step into the world even when it feels risky, then no goal will ever be out of reach. Don't see problems as obstacles holding you back. See them as steps that lead you forward. You took a deep breath and stared at the giant tree before you. In that moment, you understood what your grandfather had meant. The very things you once feared, those hurdles, those setbacks, were actually the tools that shaped strength and success. Life, after all, is a grand adventure, full of twists and turns that can feel like they're blocking your way. But those moments are not your enemy. They're like puzzles waiting to be solved. Think about it. When you play a game, the best part is figuring out how to overcome each challenge. Life works the same way. Every hurdle you face is a chance to grow, learn, and become something more. So don't let roadblocks stop you. Embrace them, face them head on, and as you do, you'll rise. You'll grow. You'll succeed. The strength, the spirit, and the determination to overcome anything, it's already within you. All you need to do is keep moving forward and never stop rising.